The Sigma male is often misunderstood. He isn't loud, he doesn't try to impress others, and he doesn't follow social trends. He moves through life on his own terms, quiet, focused, and independent. While others chase attention or approval, the Sigma male stays grounded. He doesn't need to be the leader, and he doesn't want to be a follower either. He walks alone, but not because he's lost. It's because that's how he chooses to move. This way of living sets him apart, and yet it's easy to overlook his charm. When people talk about charm, they often think of charisma, big smiles, fast talkers, or people who light up a room. The Sigma male isn't like that. His charm is quieter, but just as powerful. In fact, it might be even more attractive because it feels real. Most Sigma males don't even know they're charming. They think they're just being themselves. They don't dress to impress. They don't speak just to be heard. They don't show off. And yet, people notice them. People feel drawn to them. There's something about the way they carry themselves that stands out, even when they're not trying. This video is about that quiet charm. Not the kind you put on to get attention. The kind that's already there. The kind that lives in how you move, think, and treat others. For Sigma males, charm isn't about being flashy. It's about being real. It's about showing up as yourself without apology. We're going to look at 6 specific things that give Sigma males their unique charm. These are traits many of them already have, but don't always see as strengths. Once they understand what makes them appealing, they can stop hiding it. They can lean into it. Not to become someone else, but to show up more fully as who they already are. If you're a Sigma male, or think you might be, this video is for you. You might not have been told you're charming. But if you've ever been told you're different, deep, or hard to forget, this might explain why. The charm is there. You just didn't know it had a name. Trait number 1. Authenticity. Sigma males don't fake it. They don't pretend to be something they're not. They don't change their personality to fit in or follow what's trending just to be liked. This natural honesty is one of their strongest traits, and also one of the most attractive. In a world full of filters, marketing, and pressure to impress, authenticity stands out. Most people spend a lot of time trying to look good, say the right thing, or be accepted. The Sigma male skips all of that. He's not rude or careless, he's just real. He knows who he is and sticks to it. People pick up on this fast. When someone is being real, you feel it. You relax around them. You trust them more. You don't feel like you're being sold something. You feel like you're being seen. This is why Sigma males often leave a strong impression. They may not say much, but when they do speak, it matters. They're not trying to win anyone over, they're just speaking from truth. This authenticity also builds stronger connections. Friends, co-workers, and romantic partners feel like they're getting the real person, not a version that changes from one room to the next. That kind of consistency makes people feel safe. It makes them want to stay. It's not just about what they say, it's how they live. Sigma males tend to live by their own values. They won't agree with something just to avoid conflict. They won't act a certain way just to blend in. They'd rather be quiet than fake. And that quiet honesty is more powerful than it seems. Authenticity also means they're not afraid to be different. While others follow the crowd, the Sigma male takes his own path. That path may be harder. It might be lonelier at times. But it's his. And that makes people curious. Why isn't he like the rest? What drives him? What does he know that others don't? These questions create interest. They make people want to learn more. Not because the Sigma male is trying to be mysterious, but because his realness is rare. And rare things are valuable. Of course, authenticity doesn't mean being perfect. Sigma males make mistakes like everyone else. But they own those mistakes. They learn from them. They don't cover them up. This openness, this honesty, even when it's uncomfortable, is another part of what makes them stand out. When someone is authentic, others feel safe to be authentic too. The walls come down. The masks come off. Real conversations happen. Real trust builds. That's the power of authenticity. And Sigma males have it without even trying. Trait number 2, independence. Independence is at the heart of what makes a Sigma male who he is. He doesn't need permission to make choices. He doesn't need constant feedback to feel okay. He doesn't rely on others to tell him what to do or who to be. He lives by his own rules, and that's exactly what makes him so appealing. People are drawn to confidence, not the loud kind, but the steady kind. The kind that says, I know where I'm going, and I'm not afraid to go alone. That's the energy a Sigma male gives off. He's not trying to prove anything. He's not asking for attention. He's just moving forward, quiet, steady, focused. This kind of independence creates a strong presence. Even in a group, the Sigma male stands out, not because he's louder, but because he's centered. He doesn't get pulled into drama. He doesn't follow every trend. He listens to others, but he makes his own decisions. That level of self-trust is rare, and people notice it. Romantic partners often find this especially attractive. A Sigma male doesn't smother. He doesn't play games. He gives space and expects the same. This makes the connection feel free, not forced. There's no pressure to perform, no chase for approval, just mutual respect and choice. Independence also means the Sigma male isn't looking to be saved or to save anyone. He's not looking for someone to fix him or complete him. He's whole on his own. And while he may want connection, he doesn't need it to feel strong. That balance is refreshing. It feels calm. It feels safe. At work, this independence turns into self-motivation. Sigma males don't wait to be told what to do. They figure it out. They take initiative. They solve problems without hand-holding. This makes them valuable in any team, but they're also fine working alone. Sometimes this independence is misunderstood. People might think Sigma males are cold or distant, but that's not the case. They care deeply. They just don't depend on others for their sense of self. And that, in a world full of noise, is a kind of quiet power. Being independent doesn't mean being isolated. It means being strong enough to stand alone, and wise enough to know when to walk with others. Sigma males understand this balance. They walk their own path, but they're not afraid to walk beside someone when it feels right. Independence is more than a trait, it's a lifestyle. And for the Sigma male, it's one of the things that makes him stand out, even when he's not trying to. Trait number 3, mystery. One of the most noticeable things about Sigma males is their mystery. They don't overshare. They don't explain everything. They're not loud about who they are or what they're doing. They move quietly, and that silence makes people curious. Mystery is powerful. When someone doesn't reveal everything right away, others lean in. They start to wonder. They want to understand. That curiosity becomes attraction, not because of tricks or games, but because there's depth that isn't on display. Sigma males don't keep things hidden to be secretive. It's just their nature to hold back. They believe in privacy, in keeping certain thoughts and feelings for themselves. They don't feel the need to post every move online or talk about every part of their life. They live fully but privately. This creates a contrast to what most people are used to. In today's world, people are constantly sharing, constantly talking, constantly showing off. So when someone like a Sigma male shows up, quiet, calm, and not trying to impress, it gets attention. People want to know more. This mystery shows up in how they speak too. They don't interrupt. They don't fill silence just to avoid awkwardness. When they do speak, they choose their words carefully. And when they're silent, it doesn't feel empty, it feels meaningful. The Sigma male's mystery isn't just about what he hides. It's also about what he's thinking. These men often have deep thoughts, personal ideas, and strong inner worlds. They don't push those thoughts onto others, but the energy is there. People can sense it, even if they don't fully understand it. This kind of presence draws people in. It makes them feel like the Sigma male has layers, that he's more than what he appears to be. And that's often true. Sigma males don't wear everything on the outside. They protect their stories, their struggles, and even their strengths. But those who earn their trust get to see what's underneath. Mystery also keeps relationships interesting. In a world where many people reveal too much too soon, the Sigma male gives space for discovery. Conversations unfold over time. Trust builds slowly. And the deeper connection that forms feels earned, not rushed. It's important to note that this mystery doesn't come from playing hard to get. It's not a strategy. It's just how Sigma males are wired. They don't open up easily. But when they do, it's honest, thoughtful, and real. That kind of openness, when it comes, is powerful because it feels rare. Mystery isn't about hiding. It's about holding. Holding space, holding silence, holding truth. Sigma males do this naturally. And that quiet pull is one of the most charming things about them. Trait number 4, deep thinking. Sigma males are thinkers. They don't just react to things, they process them. They think before they speak, before they act, and before they judge. This thoughtful approach to life gives them depth that most people notice quickly. They enjoy thinking deeply about big questions. Why are we here? What matters most? What makes people act the way they do? These aren't just casual thoughts, they're things Sigma males actually spend time on. They look for patterns, meaning, and purpose in life. And that makes their conversations different. When you talk to a Sigma male, it's not always small talk. He's not trying to entertain or impress. He wants to understand. And when he asks a question, it's because he actually cares about the answer. This makes people feel seen and heard, something many are missing in day-to-day life. Deep thinking also helps them listen better. Sigma males don't interrupt or rush you. They take in what you say and respond with care. They don't jump to conclusions. They let ideas settle. This gives people a rare feeling of respect, and that's part of what makes Sigma males so compelling. Their depth can also show in how they solve problems. Sigma males don't panic. They don't act out of emotion. They take time, break things down, and look at things from all sides. This makes them reliable in tough situations. People trust them because they don't make rash decisions. This kind of thinking doesn't always make them fast, but it makes them solid. And in a world full of quick opinions and shallow answers, that kind of presence is refreshing. It's calming. It builds trust. Deep thinking also helps Sigma males grow. They're always learning, always reflecting. They ask themselves hard questions. What could I have done better? What do I need to change? How can I grow from this? This habit of self-checking makes them strong, not just smart, but wise. They also tend to be creative. Their minds wander into ideas, solutions, and ways of seeing the world that others might miss. This creativity isn't always loud, but it shows up in their work, their choices, and their vision. And it adds to their quiet charm. For people around them, the deep thinking of a Sigma male feels like a safe space. A place where you can speak freely, be yourself, and not be judged. That emotional safety is rare and deeply attractive. The depth of a Sigma male isn't something he shows off. It's something he lives. And that steady, thoughtful energy is one of the things that sets him apart. Trait number 5, confidence without arrogance. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. Arrogance is loud, flashy, and focused on being better than others. Confidence is quiet, steady, and focused on knowing your own value. Sigma males live in that second space. They are sure of themselves, but never need to prove it. This kind of confidence comes from within. It's not based on status, money, or attention. It's based on self-respect. A Sigma male knows what he's good at, what he stands for, and what matters to him. He doesn't need outside approval to feel strong. He already knows who he is. People feel this confidence right away. It's in the way a Sigma male moves, speaks, and responds. He doesn't over-explain. He doesn't try to win people over. He's calm, even when others are tense. That calm makes people feel secure around him. Like things won't fall apart when he's in the room. This confidence also helps him say no. He doesn't follow pressure or fear missing out. If something doesn't align with his values or goals, he walks away. Not out of anger, but out of clarity. That kind of boundary setting is rare, and it builds respect. Sigma males don't chase attention, but they often get it. Not because they're performing, but because confidence draws people in. It's attractive when someone knows their worth and doesn't try to prove it constantly. It feels stable. It feels real. This quiet confidence also helps in relationships. Partners don't feel controlled or competed with. They feel supported. A Sigma male doesn't need to be in charge all the time. He's secure enough to let others shine. That humility makes space for balance and trust. At work, this trait helps him stay focused. He doesn't get caught up in drama or competition. He knows his strengths and leans into them. If he doesn't know something, he says so, then learns. That honesty, mixed with confidence, makes him reliable. Confidence without arrogance also makes Sigma males better listeners. They don't feel threatened by other people's success or opinions. They're open, curious, and grounded. That openness makes people want to be around them and to learn from them. In short, a Sigma male doesn't have to talk about how great he is. He just lives it. And that silent strength is one of the most attractive things about him. Trait number 6, adaptability. Sigma males don't need everything to be perfect. They don't demand comfort. They don't panic when things change. This calm, flexible mindset is one of their quiet strengths, and one of the reasons people are drawn to them. It's also something that makes them deeply attractive without even realizing it. Adaptability means being able to adjust when life throws something new. It means staying grounded in who you are, even when the environment changes. Sigma males do this naturally. They're used to being the outsider, the observer, the one who thinks differently. So they've learned how to adapt without losing themselves. This shows up in all kinds of situations. If they're in a new job, they learn quickly. If plans fall apart, they don't freak out. If the rules change, they step back, rethink, and keep going. Their ability to stay calm under pressure gives people around them a sense of stability. People notice this. They may not always say it, but they feel it. In times of stress or chaos, a Sigma male doesn't add to the panic. He brings peace. He assesses, responds, and stays level. That kind of energy is rare and valuable. Adaptability also makes Sigma males easier to be around. They don't complain when things aren't perfect. They don't need everything to be their way. They can blend in without losing their identity. They're not pushovers, they're just smart about when to hold firm and when to adjust. This flexibility helps in relationships too. Sigma males understand that people are different. They don't try to change others. They accept people as they are, and that acceptance creates a space for trust. At the same time, they don't disappear or give up their values. They know who they are, but they also know how to move with life instead of fighting it. Another reason adaptability is so charming is that it reflects emotional maturity. It shows that a person can face change without falling apart. It means they've done the inner work to stay balanced, even when things around them aren't. That kind of stability is attractive because it feels safe and real. Adaptability also supports growth. Sigma males often explore new ideas, try new skills, or shift directions when something stops working. They don't stay stuck just because it's comfortable. They evolve, and that evolution keeps them interesting. It keeps life moving. It keeps connection alive. In today's world, change is constant. The ability to adapt isn't just useful, it's essential. And Sigma males by nature are wired for it. They don't run from change. They work with it. They stay open. They stay grounded. And in doing so, they show others that strength doesn't always look like control. Sometimes it looks like flexibility. This quiet adaptability, paired with confidence and depth, creates a kind of charm that's hard to define, but easy to feel. The charm of the Sigma male isn't loud. It's not about looks, fame, or trying to be noticed. It's quiet, steady, and powerful. It lives in how he moves, how he thinks, and how he treats people. Most Sigma males don't chase charm, but they have it anyway. We've looked at 6 traits that explain why. Authenticity, independence, mystery, deep thinking, quiet confidence, and adaptability. These are not things you learn in a day. They are built over time through reflection, challenge, and self-awareness. Sigma males don't flash these traits. They live them, and that's the point. The most powerful kind of charm doesn't shout. It doesn't need approval. It just is. It draws people in slowly and holds their attention without effort. It creates a lasting impression, not because of what you show, but because of who you are. If you're a Sigma male or you see yourself in these traits, know this: you don't need to change to be more attractive. You just need to recognize what's already there. The charm you didn't know you had is real, and it comes from your choice to live honestly, think deeply, and walk your own path. That's not something you can fake. And it's not something most people forget.